Hello everybody. The last few charts that I've done have left me to where I feel like I need to explain something about the zodiac and about Scorpio and Libra. We talked about Libra, and Scorpio used to be one sign before they got a hold of it and changed it, and they hid it for a reason. And I'm fixing to explain the reason to you. It's called the Battle of the Eagle and the Serpent. And you will find some videos on it. All you got to do is type it in. It's the story of Enlil and Enki. Enlil was the sign of the eagle. And you also see a double-headed eagle. That's when he took over both lands. But to have that serpent in your mouth represents two things. The sign of Scorpio and Libra. It represents Enlil and Enki. It represents the eagle was always about war, and the serpent was always about wisdom or knowledge. And so when the eagle gets the serpent, then you have the wisdom of war. Let's see, here's one, the eagle and the serpent. See? This tells a story here. You have the olive branch and the laurel leaf, the laurels, if you will, which is Rome. This can be Remus and Romulus. This can be Cain and Abel. This can be God and Satan. This can be, it actually stands for wisdom and war. This is Enlil and this is Enki. And this is the battle that's still going on. It just repeats itself in different cycles and different cultures. But if you want the true meaning, you people that are Libras and Scorpios, these literally are bloodlines. And you can look around the world and you'll know who's who. Now, when they came into Mexico, down into the Yucatan and all of that, it was the land of the serpent knowledge. Let me see if I can get this right. Here we go. When you get down here, I've showed you pictures of these before, where you have this feathered serpent that encircles this whole shrine here. And you see all these pictures, and they don't want to show you that serpent because it's this serpent. It's this same serpent here. Let's pop this one and just do eagle and serpent in images, and you'll find it everywhere. This is also Quetzalcoatl. It's the feathered serpent. It's when these two came together. They work together, they work apart. They're brothers. They're really the same bloodline. You have this old double-headed eagle here because they ruled the East and the West. Rome has carried this for a long time. Now here's a great one. And there are different opinions as to whose side we should be on, the side of the serpent or the side of the eagle. Well, we live in the United States. It's quite clear. We feel like the eagle has been wrapped up by the serpent. You see the different images as you go on. I mean, a snake can get out of it. But this is the battle that goes back long ago that we're not told about. But that is the story. I wonder why they hit that image like that. Do it again. Yeah, they blocked that image from being expanded. here we go. This is them and us. The eagle, the serpent, and the rest of us monkeys. The griffin. The griffin is part dragon, part lion, and he carries the fleur-de-lis. He's telling you he's serpent blood. He's serpent blood. He's Inky's blood, right? And he wars the eagle. A lot of this symbology will start making sense to all of you, and how it's associated with the zodiac. I mean, this goes way back. You can get some really old ones. This is an old story. They're one bloodline, really, but two, Enlil and Enki. And that were their symbols. You know who owned what? Well, when Rome and the adventurers came over here to America, they found the serpent mounds, and from the Indians, they found the temple sun with the serpent, and Teotihuacan, the temple of the sun. They found it here. It's everywhere, and it does have to do with bloodlines, and that's why. Let's see if I got this. That's why back over here, when you see it with the fleur-de-lis, and it's telling you it's that bloodline, that's why they knew they could breed with the American Indians, because the bloodlines matched. They were serpent blood. So when you're watching all these videos of all these people putting out this propaganda, you need to know whose side they're on. What lodge are they working for? Are they working for the serpent blood? Are they working for the eagle blood? Do you know what that means? Moses' snake staff. That's what this title is here. There's just a whole big deal to all of this throughout to know what that means. And I've done all the alchemy books. I've listened to all the propaganda and the hip hype and all of that. But I've also lived it. And I know what Crimea are and what these integrated symbols are. Because like Capricorn, you're a fish and you're a goat. Sagittarius, you're a man and you're a horse. You get these split symbols, and it's telling, what that's telling you is mixed bloodlines. Who's who belongs to who to baby's daddy. That's about it. And then you have those that are both. You know, they're intertwined. When you see the snake wrapped around the serpent, or you see Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, you're looking at both bloodlines that are they integrated. You can just go through these. These are from Mexico, and you see it's always this brown eagle. I don't know if they're calling it golden eagle. It's not the bald eagle of the Americas that they show us. This is theirs, and it's telling you the story. Here's the story. Can you see the story now? This is the story turned around. Now we know who Quetzalcoatl is. Q, a man-child of an iron hand is born. You gotta see some of these titles they put on here. Here's Draco. Draco dorminis nunquam titaladunus. Landus to Talalandus. So it's got Enki's blood, Enlil's blood, the lion blood from Babylon, and that looks like some kind of badger. I'm not sure who this is, badger. But if they associate Draco with the serpent up here, that would be Enki. And then here's that funny looking H we see all the time that's in this type graffiti, and the Jesuits use that. That's their H in specific. I love looking at these coat of arms and what all's going on. Got that H there. Hogwarts, Gryffindor, a bunch of Harry Potter stuff here, huh? Seeing what's going on. But I wanted to share this with you all, clear up a little misunderstanding about it. It can get really beautiful the way they do it. There's the three-headed eagle. You get to know more about what's going on in the symbolism world. Some truth instead of all the bogus hip hype of it all. But you can find this in every culture, and it's all telling the same story. And the Ouroboros, of course, Inky's blood went around the world. If you haven't caught that story, go back and do Zachariah Sitchin's work on the Earth Chronicles and all of that, ancient astronauts, and you'll find the Enlil Inky story. But really all you got to do is just Eagle and the Serpent here on YouTube. Leap Projects usually has some stuff out. You can go to their website and you can see the battle for Earth, your soul, Inky versus Enlil, history altered. That's probably going to be a good one. But this is what you're dealing with here. And we've talked about it in a lot of different ways. We've talked about the bloodlines. We've talked about the languages. We've talked about where's my eagle in the zodiac. We've talked about restoring the zodiac. What went wrong? This is part of it. It's like all the Mayan calendars and all of that. They fed you one story. The whole world bought it and ate it up. But the symbolism tells a completely different story. And every culture has this story. They have their own names. Remus, Romulus, Cain, Abel, the two brothers, the twins, Enlil, Inky. I mean, the list goes on and on. Even Aesop. Aesop's fables, the serpent and the eagle. 6 minutes and 42 seconds. That's worth anybody's time. Those were some of the best metaphors that we had, especially as children. To me, that was wisdom, Aesop's fables. They taught great lessons. And there's a great lesson to be learned about the serpent and the eagle. Okay, just wanted to share that with you guys. Keep y'all updated where we're going with all of this, how we're trying to restore astrology. That's why I want to share the books with you. And then this as we go along. And do keep yourself informed. I can't watch these videos and do them all for you. Now, I'll watch them for me and share if I think some of it's important. But you guys really get into this if you want to know. This is the story. There isn't another one. This is his story. This is the real deal. They've lied about everything. They altered history. The battle for Earth, your soul, Inky and Enlil, Eagle versus Serpent, history altered, Leap Project, 4 days ago. Yeah, I think I'll go watch that. Alright, everybody have a great day. Oh yeah, it's my birthday, and it is 4:20. I'm going to take a break. Alright people, I'll see y'all tomorrow.